My name is Zaire Allen. I'm Chief of Vibes or CEO of Love Circular. The focus was to help people get jobs.
Hey everybody. I'll turn the music back on here. Or actually, you probably can still hear it and still hear over me. Anyway. If you did not see the advisory in the chat, let me read it aloud to you, my dears. The piece of artwork that I will be working on today is a piece of satire. It is a piece of fan art. It is not my current view on my life and or on the world at large. If you don't want your kid watching my stream at this time, don't. Parent discretion is advised. The remainder of that message is in my chat. This is how, and I'm also going to use some vulgar language. It's how I handle functioning with a mental illness. It is who I am. It is what I will putting on my channel. If you don't like it, there's the door. Don't let it hit you where the good Lord splits you. You don't have to be here. You do not have to be toxic. You do not have to be on my channel. I will be putting my content that I want to put on this channel. End all be all. So, if you don't want to hear me cuss, if you don't want to hear me talk about topics that you don't want to have a tough conversation with your children over, be a freaking parent. And don't let them watch. You have more control than you think. Just because you take little Johnny or little Betty's fucking computer away for a few days doesn't mean that DCF can come in and take your kids. It means that you're gonna have to fight, and the next time that they call wolf, DCF won't be so apt to fucking help you, children. So, buck up or shut up, Buttercup. Anyway, now that I've gotten that out of the way, My name is April. People know me as Sassy over on Twitch. If you want to watch me do game content over on Twitch, I stream over there on Fridays. I streamed over there on Monday because it was Halloween. And I did a piece of art over there. If you want to go check that piece of art out, and I do have it finished. I will be posting it up on Pinterest. All my links are down in the description. Then by all means, I'm gonna do all my shameless plugging right now because that's what I'm going to do. That way I don't have to do it again until the end of the stream. Anyway, all my links are down in my description. I am open for commissions until the second week of December, so you're running short on time. If you would like a commission, please hit my website. Please hit my website. Get into a chat with me. We can work out some kind of coupon kind of deal thing because of how short a time this is. I will not at this point be doing anything larger than an 8x10 though, because of the simple fact that larger than an 8x10 is going to take me entirely too much time, and I still have to do my own Christmas stuff, which I will be using as content on this channel. I will be putting arts, I will be putting crafts, I will be putting all kinds of stuff on this channel from now until after the new year. So get ready and buckle in. But like I said, I did a Twitch stream on Monday, so if you want to see that, if you want to go ahead and see the piece of artwork I worked on over there, and you would like that as a t-shirt on my Redbubble shop, please drop it in the comments after this video. Also, hit me up on my social medias, my Pinterest, my Facebook, everywhere you can find me. I might be adding Twitter to it very soon. Oh, yeah. But there's all my shameless plugs. On my website, I have links to my Redbubble shop where I have some of my digital art as t-shirts and pins and stickers and whatnot. And over on my website, I also have a link to my Fine Art America. My Fine Art America has some of my older, more refined pieces, if you want to call it that. I will be also working on a piece of artwork that is a redo of a piece of art on that Fine Art America. If you want to see that piece of art, go on over to my Fine Art America. You can pick those up over there. They offer all of my artwork in print form as well as other mediums like blankets and shower curtains and whatnot. So go check out all my links, and everything's down in the description. If you like what you see on this channel and you want notifications, please hit the subscribe button as well as the artist chime, I'm gonna call it, or the bell icon in the down below to make sure you get all of the alerts when I go live. And for that, if you subscribe, thank you. I don't have a join button yet as far as I know, but when I finally do, we'll figure that mess out. I will also be doing on this channel, I will also be doing some tie-dye. Tie-dye will be up for auction on my website eventually. I'm going to be adding, it's kind of in the construction portion of it. It's, I'm going to be adding a craft, art and craft section. I'm hoping to have that portion up before the end of November. But with everything said, let's roll buttholes. So let me flip over to my live screen, and that way you can see what I see. I'm a dork. Anyway. I got Christmas in my brain now. It's what it is. Let me flip on over. That way I can put actually, let me go ahead and let me bring this over some more so I can see that. And then let me see if I can. Oh, I don't want that full screen. I want to see my chat, asshole. No. Trying, guys. Hold on a second. I want to be able to see my... No, no, no. Technical difficulties, please stand by. Oh my god. Hold on, guys. Hold on. I'm trying to get this a little straight down. But it's not letting me shrink it down, and I don't like it. Oh my god, why? I'm starting to get very, very, very angry. Let me see here. What the heck? You'd think you'd get this taken care of, you know, so then you can watch chat and stuff online. Whatever. I'm over it already. Whatever. Okay, so like I said, piece of satire art. I'm just gonna pull up the chat on my phone. Okay. That way I can at least watch it on my phone. And then that's that. Okay, so this is what I'm working on. Okay, so this is what, okay, so let me bring you into the scope of relativity on this one. I have been working on what I call the dysfunctional Care Bears. It started with this Care Bear, which is Luck Care Bear. Or Lucky Care Bear. I think it's Love a Lot. And, okay, so I'm going to pull this picture up for a second. So then you guys can see it better. These are all pictures that are also on my Discord. Like I said, I'm going to bring you up to speed. Okay. So give it a second. Reason why you can't see me is I don't want you to. Okay, so alright, so hearts, rainbows, and BS. Okay, so it was like the second week I had started counseling. I'm gonna keep my counselor's name out of it, because for his anonymity and whatnot. But it is a male counselor, and we got into a discussion about how back in the time where I grew up, back in the late 70s, 80s, early 90s, through the 90s and into the early 2000s, back when I was growing up, a lot of the Friday night sitcom stuff was exactly what it was. It was ugly, then it turned then it turned happy. And it was just, and that's how it was from all through my childhood, all through my mom's childhood, all through my grandmother's childhood. Sitcoms on regular TV were hearts, rainbows, and bullshit. Okay? And the reason I say that is because of the simple fact that in the long and short of everything, that's not how life really is. Life is hard. And yeah, you do learn lessons from every experience. But not every experience ends up sunshine and rainbows. So we were talking, and we did the whole image of in our brains. We did the whole image of a rainbow puking a unicorn puking rainbows. So that's my satire on the way I look at the world and how I look at conformative TV, regular, what people would call cable TV or regular TV. It's not all sunshine and rainbows, and that's just how I see it. Alright, so the next one this one was based off of Tons of Love Elephant, which is a Care Bear cousin. I call him Taboos a lot. Now, this is my satire. This is how I look at things. This is how I see things. Okay? The biggest taboos in society today. These are things that most families avoid conversations over at family dinners. Or at least I hope they try. One of them is sexuality, which is represented by the rainbow that is on him. The other one is represented on the weight that's on his stomach, which is religion. For the most part, those are... Hold on. Those are taboo subjects that are typically avoided, which I believe they shouldn't be as taboo as they are. You are who you are, and you love who you love. Okay, so this is going to sound kind of Foamy the Squirrel-esque. And it's because all hail our Lord and Master, Foamy the squirrel. Amen. Hallelujah. Anyway. Jim. So my whole belief on this, and it kind of lines up with that. So if you don't know who Foamy the Squirrel is, he's drawn by a artist called Jonathan Mathers, and he owns Ill Will Press Incorporated. I think it's incorporated by this point. I don't know. I'll put his link in the description after this video goes live, or after it turns into just a video on my channel. But I'll put the link for his YouTube channel as well as his website. But he has a whole video on, and it's called a squirrely rant, with his character Foamy. And my belief also, it lines up with his, but it also lines up with my the way I look at Christianity. I am a non-denominational Christian. The reason why is I don't believe in the interpretation that most organized religion believes in. So, there. I believe you are who you are, you love who you love, and that is that. Is that our place as human beings to judge? No. Is that God's place to judge when the time comes? Yes. That is his place, and his place alone to judge. While we're on this earth, we, as human beings, made in his image, are to show love and compassion. That is the slim and skinny on that one. I don't believe that these subjects should be as taboo as they are, and I will talk about them frequently on my channel. And that's all that's all, folks. Okay, so we are now on to the third piece. Now, I have been sending the finished art to my counselor, so if he does happen to pop into my stream, because I just sent him an email, then that's that. But, I will be working on the final piece. This would be part 3 of 4. Part 4 of 4 is a physical art piece that I will be putting together on watercolor paper, and if he wants it framed, I'll pop out of my pocket for framing. I will need help with shipping though. So with no further ado, let's get on to the last piece. No. Okay, so let's get on to the last piece, which is based off of this. Okay, so that piece, and I'll show it to you in Photoshop here. So this piece originally, now this is my line art. I drew all that line art right there. My art piece started with this. Let me get my tablet. Alright, my line art started with this. This is Bright Heart Raccoon. He is a Care Bear cousin. Okay, so that's where my art started. And so that's where my art started. We move on from that art to my line art, this is my line art layer, and this is my color layer. Hmm? So that's where we're at. This is Dark Heart Raccoon. Okay, like I said, there's graphics. There's slightly graphic stuff in this. This is not for kids. My stream is not for children. Okay, and I'm gonna leave it out there. So this is what I'm gonna be working on for the most part. Let me check something real quick. There. That way we have that music going continuously. So, but yeah, this is what I'm going to be working on. And I'll be keeping an eye on chat. So if you guys want to talk, we can talk. I mean, it's not a big deal. I am an open book. I'm an open book. I don't have anything to hide anymore. I'm gonna be like 44? Yeah, 44 in April of next year. At 44 years old, I ain't got nothing left to hide. So, there you go. So what I'm going to be doing is next week, I have also been working on a graphic to let people know, on Twitter, on Facebook, on blah blah blah, when my streams are gonna drop. Yeah. I do need to attach one other link, and I'll do this later. I have a coffee, which is basically kind of like a tip jar. I have currently on there a goal that I want to reach. And if you guys can help me with said goal, it would make this kind of artwork a lot easier and better. Currently, I am drawing on a Wacom Cintiq, and it's very old. It's just like a base. It's just a base tablet. It's not a digital read. And the goal for my coffee is to reach the amount so then that way I can go and purchase a 13 to 16 inch Wacom Cintiq Pro, I think it's a Pro, digital read tablet, which will make streams easier, because I can do all my digital drawing like in my lap, and then I'd still have it attached via cables to my computer, so then that way I wouldn't need a capture card or anything. But the next thing after that's going to be a brand new laptop, honestly, because I really need the equipment. The equipment's bad and old. I'm running on a very old Cintiq for my tablet, for my drawing tablet. And I'm running on a 4-year-old, maybe 5-year-old gaming laptop that needs a brand new graphics processor, which at that point it'd just be easier for me to just do what I gotta do. But anyway, the color palette for this guy is, I'm gonna make a special color palette, and I'm gonna show you guys how to do that. Alright, so I have, for Grizz, I have his color palette, and then I have my own color palette, but they come with preset color palettes too. So what I'm gonna do, and this is my these are called Sassy colors, so this is the colors I usually use when I draw my character, my avatar. But I want to show you guys how to make a new file and or palette. And the way you do that is you go here to the file, you go, and it'll pull up a name for a group, and we're just gonna call this group Dark Heart. So then that way it's out of the way. Okay. Okay. Right? So once you have that, you can go up into these colors, like for that, go like that, and drag them directly. Go here. You should be able to just drag them. Let me see. Let me see here. You can name the swatches whatever, but you can just add it by typing in the word Dark Heart. And it'll go, sometimes you can drag it in, sometimes you can't. But, watch this. If you type in I don't know why it won't let me do the drag and drop like it normally does, but whatever. And you hit enter. Now you have that color in your palette. Now you have that color in your palette for you to use like always. Okay, so do that, go there. With a digital tablet, you can do this. So, capital D. Hold on. Hold on. Let's just do it on the keyboard, but sometimes it'll work. Old computer. Let me copy that so then that way I can just do the paste. Hold on. Copy. Did it okay. Now that'll put that color in there. Now watch this. Alright. Do that color. Right? You just go ahead and add it. Hit paste. Hit OK. And now that's in there. And so on and so forth. Now I gotta go get some, I gotta make like a bluish gray. So this is a good tip for y'all. Look up your color numbers. Now there is a woman that put together a bunch of palettes. And I think I have that thing pinned on one of my Pinterest boards. I'll have to see if I can find a link for it and put it in the description. But there is a woman that made a giant palette book where it had different palettes and all of the numbers and everything for Photoshop, whatnot. But if you don't have that, don't be afraid to go online and look up your palette, your color numbers. I'm looking for kind of like a purple blue gray. So, hold on. Let me look that up real quick. Color number for a purplishly blue gray. Common palette numbers. Let's see here. I think I like the 2. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and take a picture. I can't save it. Alright, so I think what we're going to go with is this color number. Let's see here. Right there. And then we're going to type in this color number. I think it's going to be... Boy 1, boy 3, delta 6. And then we're gonna take that. So then that way we can just work within our palette. I'm gonna take that color. Okay. All right, so that way we have that, and then let's go. Let's do I'm trying to think of what other things I want to do. I think because that's just like an accent color, honestly. Because the tummy's going to be white, the heart's going to be like a deep purple or a light purple. Purple blue. Okay, let's see here. Let's see here. Trying to pick a color. Just give me a minute, guys. I'm just trying to pick my colors, yeah. Okay, so we're gonna want okay, so let's see here. Alright, so the color number we're gonna want, the next color number we're gonna want is Sierra Beta 9 Echo Frank Echo. And there's going to be one more color. Okay. And then last color. Just for the stomach, I'm gonna go Frank 2 Frank. It's like a purplish white. Paste. And these are going to be the colors that we use in this. Now I have a background that I'll find later that I'll do for this. And I'll show you how to add backgrounds and stuff. But yeah, that's going to be how you put together a library or a palette in Photoshop. So with this palette now, we can go and I can just like drop and drag and do this. Now here's how I do my layers, okay? this is how I do my layers. Alright, this is how I do my layers. Now, this is what I like to call the Jazza method. Because this is how Jazza does his. Alright, so I think, is that line art above it? Nope, that's another thing. This is, I'm gonna name this clip art. You haven't seen that yet. I gotta do some alterations to the clip art, by the way. Clip. Clip art. Alright. Pull this up so I can see the chat again. Alright. And then, so that's my clip art layer. But what I typically do is when I do this, I do my line art, but I start it like this. This is how I usually start my line art. All my line art starts blue line. And this is how I usually trace from a digital image. I usually trace in blue, or I'll try to draw it in blue. If I'm doing regular pencil, I will use graphite paper. Graphite paper and trace paper. To get a lot of the more refined detail stuff. That's how I usually do my artwork. I'll trace it out. I'll put it on graphite paper to kind of keep it clean. And then I'll lightly trace it all in and everything like that. And then I will work in color from there. Or in graphite from there. And then just refine details with shading and lights and darks. So, ay Chihuahua, my phone's being naughty today. Hold on. It's not getting a full charge. Sorry, hold on a second. My phone is being naughty. If I do tend to lose chat and I can't respond to you, I apologize. I'll check my stuff later. But yeah. But yeah. So this is what I'm gonna be working on today. And let's get into it. So, like I said, this is how I usually do all my refined art. So this is my line art. This is my blue layer. And then what I'll do is I'll go into layers, and then I'll come down to adjust layer, and then I'll go to channel mixer. And in the channel mixer, you can do a lot of refinement for the line art, which turns it into this piece. Now this piece, I went and I brought in the heart and all the other stuff, the fangs, whatnot, everything else was drawn in the black line layer. Now, just under my black line layer is my color layer. My color layer is where I do my drop and my drop and pop, or as I like to call it, with my colors. So this is basically, at this point, it's just I'm going to be coloring in a bunch of this. So we're gonna reopen up our palette, and we're gonna go down to dark heart, and this is where we're gonna be. So this is the easiest and best way I can show you. You can either, if you have a closed area, let me see. If you have a closed area that you want to, hold on. Computer being old. Anyway. Oh, for fuck's sake. Technical difficulties, please stand by. Okay, so if you have a Wow. Can we catch up, please? We're gonna wait for my computer to do whatever it wants to do. I'm gonna let you guys know right now though. I have like 2 points of battery left on my phone, and once my phone dies, there's no coming back from it. So I won't be able to see your comments or anything if by chance that happens. But yeah. Okay, so if you have a closed area, you can use the magic wand tool to go into that closed area and highlight that closed area. But as you can see, there's a lot of open lines on this piece, and that's just because of how the original artist drew it. So I'm going to suggest that if you need to do a closed area, if you need to do color on an area, go ahead and use your magnet lasso tools. It will make things a little easier, especially with stuff like that. You guys can go ahead and stare at this for a minute. I have to go to the ladies' room, and I will be right back. I peed. Okay, what? Okay. So yeah, if you're gonna, like I was saying, and I'm back. If you're going to be doing like really big open areas, if you don't want to close those areas because that's the artist style, then my suggestion to you is to use one of these multiple lasso tools, your magnetic, your polygon, or your just normal lasso tool. The polygon and the magnet are going to probably be your best friend with open areas. So we're gonna go with we're gonna go with that. So then that way I can trace out a lot of this area. So we're gonna start with the arm, and we're just gonna work our way. Actually, let's start at the top and go all the way to the bottom. A lot of the fur texture or fur color is gonna be like, I'm thinking it's gonna be like this kind of grayish blue color, possibly. That's what I'm thinking. Or I might use that as an inner ear color. I don't know. I don't know, but we'll go with it. So you're gonna go just a little at a time around curves. When you hit a tilt, you go to the bottom, you go over. Triangle, rounded triangular shapes are usually really easy. Then once you have your section all like dotty lined, I don't know if you guys can see that, but let me see if I can get this viewed in a little bit more. 200%. You zoom in. Zoom in. Okay, so then that way you guys can kind of see it easier. But once you have this dotted line kind of area, what you want to do is you want to go into select, you want to go modify, expand, and you can do this by any number. I usually just do it by 1 because that's all I need when I'm doing color. It's 2 if I'm doing erasing. So, and then you see how it expanded out the section. And then what you do is you take you can do it here in your bucket tool. Take your bucket. We're gonna go over this way. We're gonna go into our color layer. We're gonna go into our color layer right here. And ta-da! Now, do I like that? Maybe as an inner ear color. I think I want him to be darker on the outside. So let's edit, undo bucket. We're gonna go back into the palette. I don't think it got picked proper though. Hold on. So let's see how I like this. Boop. Do I want him that color or do I want him darker? Yeah, let's go with that color. And then we'll go with this color. And then anything on the edges, you can refine with your paintbrush. Like that. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and deselect. And because I'm in my color layer, all of this color, even if I go a little over the lines, you won't see it because it's under the lines. It's under the lines, so it looks clean. So yeah, I think I like that. Yeah. There's one other place I want to show my screen out. Hold on, guys. Almost here. There. So then that way people know. Hold on. Let me try this again. live streaming now at YouTube. Click the link. There you go. Transmission out. Here we go. Okay. Anyway. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go with that color for a lot of the outer muzzle. So yeah. This piece is a little more cut off, but I'm still gonna use the lasso tool. So we're gonna go like this. And the hair portion was all kind of hand drawn, so I did my own alterations to this. If you want these on a t-shirt, I don't mind doing them as an SVG image. And then ironing them on tie-dye t-shirts that I make. That way I could sell it as the tie-dye t-shirt and not the selling it as the image, because I can get away with doing that. Hold on. Back. Hold on. Okay, fine. Don't go back. Fine. I'll just have to do a little extra widening. We're gonna do select, modify, expand. We'll do one. Yeah, it brings it right up to the edge. Alrighty. See here. So we're gonna go ahead and do the drop and plop. I'm gonna have to do some erasing right there. Let's do. I will have to take a small intermission because I haven't started my chores for the day. Yet either. So I might have to do a shadow color of this, like something slightly darker. Just slightly darker. Just to do like shadow. Because that would look really good. Hold on. I think I got an idea. Okay, so let's... And we'll add this to the color palette too. Open batch. Sorry. Go right up below. Yeah. Okay. So that should give me it's slightly darker. Let me check it. Yeah, that's slightly darker. So what we'll do is we're just gonna go along the hairline like this. And then up. And then down. And then up. Like that. And then just under this ear, we're gonna go a little shading. Like that. And there you go. That looks good. I like it. Like it. You can flip it. Okay, and then the easiest thing to do to blend in stuff like this is just to use the smudge tool. It just kind of cleans up the image.
Mamo. Hi, Daryl.
Hi, Adam. I'm streaming.
You're what?
Streaming.
Oh, okay. Have fun with that. Hi, Mama.
And then we can go ahead and deselect. And then we can go back to here. And it's just basically rinse and repeat, so. Same thing's gonna happen with the nose. And then paintbrush. Like that. So, yeah. When I do go into the intermission, I'm gonna mute my mic and whatnot. And so, I want to just get a little bit more color down on this before I do that, though. And then we're gonna flip-flop it so then we can go into the shading layer. And then yeah, it does. Anyway, I hate to say that, but you're wrong. You're wrong. Anyway. So there's that. Let's go ahead and add this color. To it too. And there you go. It's done. So now we're gonna go ahead and deselect. Da, 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 da. I think I might come back in and do some more shading over here, but I think it'll be more on the inside than it is on the outside. But there's that. Let's see. All the other guys think you can. It's my number, so call me baby. I think the hands will be the same bluish color, and then what I'll do is I'll go in to the light purple color that I picked. Yeah. So for the ears and the hands and the belly. So let's do the hands. Now this is kind of a closed in area, but I'm still gonna use my lasso tool in here. There. And that gives me that hand to work with. Let's see here. And actually, I'm going to bring it down just a slight bit. So I'm going to deselect and do it again. Hold on. Select, modify, expand by 1, push it out. That needs to be pushed out a little bit more. Let's see here. Alright. Edit. Deselect. Okay, you're gonna be difficult, that's fine. Here. There. That's about as good as I think I'm gonna get that. Make sure that I'm still in the color layer. Yes, I am. There. I just had to do it to there. Now to there, so then that way I knew I got the expansion. And there we go. Got it. Select. Let's see. Actually, they're so different. Hold on. I think it was supposed to be the bright color. Yeah. There's that. That's better. Then the eraser tool. And then flip flop to here. There we go. Got it. Now we can do the deselect. I don't know if it's seen or not, but yeah. Because I still have to, you know, do what I gotta do. Anyway. I gotta go online and look up a color for his eyes. I don't remember what his eye color was. But anyway, let's do the other hand, and then we can get into the larger portion of the and the tip of his tail. I think it's going to be the same as his belly. So let's go here. This one's a little bit more square. There. There we go. Oh, select. Expand. There we go. Hit it. Quit it. That's too dark. Edit. Full flop. Then flip flop it to the paint tool. There. Are the feet like that too? No, that's gonna be the rest of the body color. Okay, so the only other thing left to do is the tail. Let's do the tail. The tip of the tail, I think, is going to be the same as the belly. And this is going to be that. So yeah, that's the last thing then. So yeah, that's where we're going to stop for a second. We're going to take a small intermission so I can start doing some of my chores for the day real quick. So I'm going to put this on a pause. I'm also going to save my layers too. I'm going to go deselect. And then we're going to go view, fit the screen. And this is where we're at. It'll also give me time to look and see what color his eyes are. Because I'm going to stick with the original color for the character. But I'm going to move everything to a like kind of grayish or monotone tones. So with that said, I'm gonna go here. And we're gonna go to the be right back screen for a few minutes, and I will be back here in just a few minutes. If you guys just want to hang and chill, be my guest, listen to the music that I'm playing, and I will be right back.
Earn 3% cash back on dining and entertainment with the Saver One student card from Capital One. That means 3% cash back on your favorite grub and 3% cash back on point, set, match. What's in your wallet?
Okay, Ice is back. Alright, so back to what we were doing here. This shouldn't take too much longer, and then I'm gonna be able to show you guys backgrounds. I'll let you guys catch up with the lag and whatnot. But yeah, so everything for right now is just dumping, is just rinse and repeat as far as what I was doing earlier. Think I'm gonna go to this color now for the rest of his body. Oh, and I was gonna look up an image. Hold on. Dang it, not the dumb, no. Original colored image for Bright Heart Raccoon. Does he have brown eyes? It looks like he has brown eyes. No, they're purple. They're very purple. They're very purple. Okay. So, we're just gonna go defining shades of purple. Okay. Yeah. I'll just make like a gradient of purple that goes from the inner eye to the outer eye, and we'll work with it that way. I don't need little trolls in my chat. If you want to be an ugly person, here's the door. Don't let it hit you where the good Lord split you. Have a nice day. This old helmet. Anyway, so yeah, view at 200% brings it in. Okay, so if I remember correctly, we were gonna do the tail the same color as the stomach, so the remaining of the body type is all gonna be in this lighter purple. Okay, so actually let's go into the eyes, because I want to get some of the smaller bits taken care of beforehand. Hold on. Let's see here. I don't know if that's attached proper. It's worth a shot. Let's see. Oh, edit. Then let me select. Let me go over here. Let's go to island art layer. No, it is not. It is not connected there. Edit. You want to do select. Okay, so we are gonna have to do this. Okay. Reselect it, go select, and then we're gonna go modify, expand by 1, and then in that we are going to dump some black. So let's go back into our palette. We are gonna hit the black button, and in here we're gonna hit it with some black in our color layer. Now I gotta flip back over to the color layer, else it won't show up right. There we go. There's that one. Now the other one should be closed properly, I'm hoping. And I shouldn't have to do any alterations. Okay, hold on. Edit. Let me go here. Okay, that should neaten it up a little. So now we can go deselect it. Beautiful. Anyway, so now we should be able to do a standard. No, this is what you standardly do, and you do it in the correct layer and not be a retard like me. Anyway, yes, see, this is what would standardly happen. You'd select it like that, you'd go back into your color layer, you go to your select button, you go to modify, expand by however you want. I usually do 1. You hit your paint bucket, you dump it. That easy. That simple. Not even kidding. It's that easy and that simple. Now, deselect. There we go. So it'd be the same thing with the now here is where it gets a little tiny tough. We're gonna do a gradient, and the gradient's gonna be kind of like this. I'm thinking that's gonna be the best way to go about it. It's gonna go that to that. Go palette, and then we're gonna go that to that. We'll flip it, and then that, go that to that, like that, and it'll go dark to light. So yet again, let's see if we can get this done with this on the exterior. Hold on, deselect. We're gonna go close our palette, go into our line layer. No, we're gonna have to do it with the other thing. Okay, deselect. Sometimes when it has really close lines like that, you just kind of have to do it like this. Okay. Alright, so that should select everything. Go select. We're going to modify it and expand it like that. I'm not worried about this part because that's just going to be a white dot anyway. So now we can go here, hit our gradient tool. Now in the color layer, we're going to hit the gradient tool, and we're going to go this way. So then we're going to go this way from here to there. So then that way, from this edge to that edge, that way the dark hits this part and the light hits the other part, and it's like, it looks a lot cleaner. So I'm going to go on the outside rim of the black and clean up all of that, and then all of that, and then okay, get my paintbrush. Not working. Hold on. Edit. Edit. Undo. I can go back over it and just color it in, I guess. There we go. Alright, so there's that. We're going to flip it. And this section right there is going to be white. So let's go deselect. Right there. Edit. Flip flop it. There we go. And nobody's really going to be the wiser to the eye shine, honestly. And then this is white on the outside. So we're just going to do a standard, just a standard drop on that. Edit. And stop being a dope. Okay, do that. Select. Modify. Expand by 1. Go into color layer. Oh, not black. Dinkus. Edit. Want it white. There we go. There you go. And then you do the paintbrush tool to clean up the edges. And there you go. One eye done. One eye. We got one eye done. Anyway, shoot. Let me look at his nose. Is his nose purple too? Yeah. Purple with a little bit of a shine to it. Okay. Okay. So we can go deselect. And there you go. So I'm just gonna repeat this here to here. Let's see if we can do that easier this time. Oh, one of these days I'll get my layers right. Nope. Come on, eye. Please cooperate. select. There we go. Palette. I think it was the gradient. It was this, and then that. That was it. What was that? What was this? There we go. So from here to here, in the wrong damn layer. I love this. Gradient. Boop. Color layer. Boop. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay. Let me go ahead. Get that. No, edit. God damn it. I flipped you. Stop. There we go. There we go. Better. And then we should be able to do magic wand over here. One of these days, I will get my layers correct. One of these days. That day not being today. There you go. And that's that. Let's see. I think the rest of him, because he's in a lighter solid color, I think we're going with that one. Because of that, I think what I'm gonna just do is just trace him all the way out, and not do section by section at this point. So let's go. I might have to do a small section at a time. It might not let me. Shoot. Okay, let's try just doing an arm first. Let me see here. Okay. Edit. No. Damn it. Paint bucket. Would you fuck off? I'm cussing because I'm getting frustrated. I'm getting very frustrated now. There. Now let me go in my paint tool. I'll smudge those two lines together. I'm not worried about it. Actually, you know what? I think I'm gonna do a trick here. Here's a little trick. I haven't used it in a while. I'm thinking it might be the best option. If I do it like this and I go around the edge with the color, and then I can just stay in my color layer and highlight everything that I colored, it might just give me the ability to use my wand tool. Especially since all of the color as it stands right now is under the original line. It won't be too much. And I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna pick that darker purple that I have in this palette for the nose. This one is gonna be for the nose. And I'm just gonna get that out of the way so then that way I can put the shine on it. Alright, and then flip it back. There we go. Nice shine. We'll do that, like that. And then give it a shine on it, and then I'll smudge that in. But, that takes care of the nose. So, what we'll do is we'll just go around the edges of the remaining character. Oop. And then I should be able to stay in my color layer for the most part. Edit. Hold on. Do the brush a little bit. So we're gonna leave that gap open so that it makes it easier for my trick to work. See if my trick is gonna work. And then I could probably just get away with staying in my color layer at that point. I might have to do the tails a little on the separate side, but it's fine. I'm gonna go in and do a couple of different colors on that tail anyway. Probably this color and the dark color for like stripes, and then the tip's gonna be like a light purpley white. So hopefully this will make it so I can just stay right in a color layer, and then this will all be done. Yet again, I might have to do a little bit of separation for one of the legs, I guess. Yeah, maybe. That'll be fine. Whatever. There we go. Alright, so let's see if my little happy trick is gonna work. Make sure. There we go. Alright, let's see if this works. We're gonna take my magic wand tool, staying in the color layer, and ta-da. Let's deselect. I don't like how this is. It's supposed to be two separate entities. Therefore, something's happening. Okay, let's see here. I'm not seeing any reason why it wouldn't be. Okay, let's try it again. Okay, let's try it again. Why? Oh well. Yay! It kind of worked. I'm gonna have to go in and erase a lot of the color in the tail, but View 200%. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go out and erase the stuff in the tail. Let me go. Actually, I think I can get this done. Hold on. Go select, invert, and dump. Right? Dump? Nope. Okay. Edit. Undo. Edit. Undo. Edit. Undo. Invert. So yeah, it's gonna have to be. I'm gonna have to sit here and erase my tail. That's fine. I think I have it. No. Let's get it a little bit bigger. The good thing is it won't erase anything that's with a line on it, like with the marching ants, the marching ant line. It won't erase anything there. So if I go around and just do a highlight that all the way around.
Check the balance and make sure it came out, the rent. I just want to make sure it's out. Because she asked if I wanted a transaction number, but I know we have bank statements, so I just want to make sure. I know you're busy, but this is kind of important.
Yeah, I know. Hold on, guys. Capital N.
Yeah, alright, good.
Okay,
Good to go.
good to go?
Yeah, I just paid it, so I was just able to get a hold of him now.
Okay.
I tried a couple of times, I just got off the phone.
Alright.
Anyhow, hi Peanut.
Alright. No, I gotta, give me a second, I gotta go text my husband real quick, guys. Edit, undo, undo. Let's just do the paintbrush. It's a tiny little smidgen of fix. It's fine. And then back to the eraser tool. We'll go around and around, fixing and replacing and erasing until we get everything done that needs to be done to this picture. There we go. All set. There, and then let's go around hand, and this hand, and this hand, and whee! Yeah, there we go. That's the ticket, sunshine. Okay, so then the rest of this picture, just we're gonna go around and get rid of the color. Got it? And then we're gonna bring down this so we can just erase. Clean that up from that edge. Clean this up around this edge. And clean the tail up. Perfect. In every single way. Oh yeah. Haha. Alright, so there we go. I already put money towards the phone bill. I've already put the rent in the savings. You just have to pull the remainder out, which is $120, and I'll break it up and give what needs to be given to Adam to hold until we can figure out another place to put it. Period. There we go. That should have taken care of. Oh no, we still have a little bit left. Hold on. Get this all taken care of. Wee. There we go. We can go deselect. And then I'm just gonna go through and color these small pecks where the color didn't hit. Actually, wait. I think that's part of the inner part of his mouth. Hold on. Right there. Yeah, I think that's the inner part of his mouth. I have to do that in a deep red. But anyway, yeah, so then that way I can just grab the little pit paps all the way around. Hold on. Just get rid of all the little tiny dotty spots. And then grab the eraser. Straighten up a little more on the belly. There's this. Alright. Now that important stuff shouted away. Well, since there's really, it's either I sit here quiet and just color this in, or I tell you guys some stuff. I guess I'll go in and tell you stuff. Alright, so I have, I think, the first time, oh, there goes my phone. Now I can't see chat. My phone just died. So let me see if I can do split screen. You won't be able to see my layers, like, at all. Hold on. Let me do view 200%. 100%? Yeah, let's go, and then we'll just go in. Like that. Okay, so that'll make it easier. And then that way I can go over here. Actually, edit. No. Give me a second, guys. My goddamn computer. I love old computers. Old computers suck. But yeah. Close it. Okay. Let's see. That. Let's see if I can try to get this, it just shows my chat. So I can see you guys. Oh, for the fuck's sakes. Alright. This is what we'll do. Haha! I still win. Ah, yeah! Anyway. Okay, we're gonna go view 100% that way. There, that gives me more space. There we go. And then this will give me even more space. Got it. Alright, now let's go 100%. And then we'll go in just a little. And there we go. Alright, so now I can at least see chat. And the advisory is literally in writing on the screen now. Alright, you guys can go ahead and read that at your verbatim. But yeah. So, back to what I was about to say. Okay, so I think I've been suffering with mental health issues since I was 10. That's the first time I remember giving my mom the answer, because I knew she wasn't going to believe me when I said it was them and not me, because that's how I refer to the splits, the others, the ones that I sometimes see, sometimes, you know. I refer to it as them, because there are not just one, there's more than one, so it's them. But we as a collective, we are April, and we as a collective are Sassy, and we are as a collective are the others. But the first time I had an encounter, like serious encounter, where the only thing I could say to my mom was, I don't know why I did that, was when I was 10. I was 10 years old. And I had, for some reason, I came home and I tore everything apart in the living room, and I was jumping on everything, and my mom walks through, just like, what the hell are you doing? And all of a sudden I just snap out of it. I'm like, I look around and I don't recognize what's going on. And I was like, I don't know. I really don't know. And she's like, why did you do this? And I looked at my mom and I was like, I don't know why I did this. I don't know. And she's like, okay. That was like the first encounter with them, honestly. And that's a general kind of encounter when you deal with splits or multiples, is you tend to not realize that that's what that is. Let's see, make sure I'm in the color layer. Yeah, I am. Okay. So, yeah. But typically, that's a typical, you know, kind of thing that happens. And a lot of people, and you'll hear that commonly with people who deal with schizoaffective or multiple personality disorder, this dissociative disorder, stuff like that. That's a common. But yeah. But for me to have recognized that it was not, that it was, I was different so young, that's odd. And I knew something wasn't quite right. And I knew they didn't need, I didn't understand why they were there. And then as I got older, their personality started to peak more. And I started drawing more. And I started drawing not just my art, but their art. If that makes sense. Okay. Let's go ahead and do the inner tail layers, but first we're going to go ahead and file and save. Because I don't want to lose all this work. And my computer just go. But, okay. And I think, you know what? I think I'm going to finish just the character, and next time I'll show you guys backgrounds. So, that way we can cut this a little short. Because it's like almost 2, and I still haven't finished a lot of stuff. And I have a lot of, like, just house stuff to do. So let's go ahead and finish her up. But yeah, as I got older, they got stronger. And then one in particular scares me. He scares me a lot. A lot more than any of the others. He scares me. And I know that he behaves the way he does because of my medicine. Because if I wasn't on my meds, even if I was off all my meds, number one, I wouldn't be streaming. Number two, my marriage would be in tatters by the end of it. And number three, I'd probably be in a mental hospital away from my dog. But yeah. Yeah, he scares me a lot. Okay. So, let's see here. Let's get those ears done and the tail done and shit. Let me go into my palette for it, and we're gonna go ahead and do do the ink dropper so that I can find the right color. Boop. And then flip flop to do boop. And there we go. So there. Let's see here. No. Edit. Damn it. Select layers. Line layer. And yeah, I'm gonna have to do this the hard way. Which I could do that in the color layer, it's fine. Alright, let's see here. We're not gonna do anything up that way. Itchy. The psychosis is the scariest part. And when I refer to psychosis, it usually refers to when you don't recognize because of the illness where you actually are. It's kind of like waking up. You know those mornings where you've gotten drunk and you gotta make the walk of shame because you don't really recognize where you are, but you know you did something really messed up the night before. It's kind of that on a larger scale. Select, modify, expand by one. Let's see. We'll do the dump in that color. Yeah. We'll do the dump in that color. I'll go clean up some edges. Let's see here. I'll have to go back through and take care of some of it, but for now that'll work. And then flip flop. So then we can do the zigzags. And then what I'll do is I'll just blend this stuff out. Because he is a raccoon, so he does have the ziggy zag kind of thing going on. And we go in. There we go. And then